Hey everyone, welcome back to the Small Brain Small Talk podcast. Today we have just me and Isaac, and we're going to be doing a little bit of golfing today.
We're at our home course. Well, kind of.
Yeah, this course is based off of a local one that we've actually played at, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, Dwan. We love Dwan.
The one and only. Never not gonna make that joke anytime I hear it.
Happy Masters Week. I don't know if you've been watching any of it, but
I've not, nor do
Tiger
I
made the
plan
cut,
to.
and that's all that matters.
Maybe if it comes on tomorrow, um, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, I'm glad he's playing.
Yeah, it's a good story for golf. It's nice.
Oh yeah, and as a fellow accident haver, I know they're rough. Granted,
Yeah,
he almost lost a leg.
yeah. Well, you almost lost it back.
I guess technically I almost lost mobility in my legs, so
Yeah, but
I can somewhat relate.
yeah. You're on your major comeback. You're on your comeback arc too to track. You know what's funny? I was just by the throwing area, the outdoor throwing area that NDSU has.
Really? How's it look?
There were some people on it. A girl was
Nice.
practicing. I don't know if it was discus shot put. I don't really know the difference, but
What was she holding, do you know?
I didn't like. I just drove past it.
And was there sand by it?
No, it was an open field. I assume that would be discus then.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, there
Cool.
were people practicing out there. That you could practice over there. It's a little bit of a
That's what
hike from where we are, but
you mean. A nice warm-up jog.
yeah, I suppose
Oh yeah.
it's
Um,
it's on the northwest tip of campus.
okay.
But
Um,
yeah,
so Isaac, I will say I have a little bit of a confession to make.
which is
That photo I sent you was nice, but somewhat doctored. Um,
which one? Oh, the 170 you were
yeah.
at? How was
Um,
it doctor?
I'm sent at about 165. That scale is off by 5 pounds.
Um,
But
you know what? We'll keep working. We'll keep working. We'll get
hey,
there.
man, I've been going at it just like at least 4 days a week, pretty consistently.
So that's why you've been more tired. Is what you're telling me.
That's why I've been more tired. That's why I'm on later. I mean, you gotta get that grind.
I feel
I
like I would
gotta
rather
say,
work out in the morning.
absolutely not.
You're not a
That means
big
I'm up
morning
before
workout guy?
7.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
I mean it's fair. You're not. While I do like my late nights, I also really like early mornings. It's just a nice like atmosphere really early in the morning. That's why I like when Gavin wanted to play golf at like 6 a.m. I would do it
Hmm.
because waking up sure is really annoying, but just the whole atmosphere of the morning is like really nice.
See, I'm more of a 2 a.m. kind of guy for that reason.
So yeah, I like the
But
nights too.
yeah, I'd rather just stay up and be like, I do enjoy me this
Yeah,
nighttime patina, so to speak. But
I
I don't
just
know.
feel like the night I can't wander around as much as I do in like I guess you say like the early mornings.
That's quitter talk.
I mean, kinda.
There's nothing with the late night jaunt.
I just don't want to die.
You're in, well, maybe not. I don't know how nice North Dakota is, but
It's
in
not.
Bloomington, you're fine.
Yeah, Bloomington, you'd be fine, but I don't know. I just like the early morning when the sun is rising. I feel like that's like peak time.
It is
Granted, I'm
nice. I
never
will
up
give
at
you
that
that.
time, but
I'm gonna say the only time I'm up that early is if I'm up that early through the night. I'm not. You'll find me hard pressed to actually be awake
What do you
during
mean? You're
that
not
time.
gonna be? You're not gonna go golfing at 6 a.m.?
The one time we tried that, I slept through it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that. Well, in
7:30,
Fargo
I
you
can
won't.
almost do it.
In Fargo you won't if we ever go that early, because we'll just
Well,
wake
yeah.
you up.
I still don't understand why you didn't just like knock on the door or something.
We did. We rang your doorbell too.
Really?
Yeah.
And no one answered the door?
No.
That's wacky.
So we went to your house, knocked on the door, rang the doorbell. No one came out. We got picked up Adam, and still you were, and then went back, and then we rang your doorbell once, and then realized if we didn't get going, we were gonna be late. So
Fair enough. I think I wonder what I was doing that night before. I think I was out late and I was like, I can
partying.
manage this. Yeah. Partying. I did quotation marks when I said that. But then I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I know what I did. That was in the summer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably out with a different group of friends that night and then I just zonked out.
Has Adam told you yet that he might think about coming back to ARC to work this summer?
Let's go.
We were talking about summer jobs because it's we keep running into the issue where we're only going to be able to work for 2 months at most.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of places aren't looking to hire you if you're only there for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to figure out what we can do about it. And Adam's like, "Oh yeah, ARC would definitely hire." I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but
I was about to ask, would you go for that?
probably not. I mean, maybe
We get
if
golf
it.
clubs in all the time, so you can get a discount for it too.
I would rather work at. I would go work at Instant Replay.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad spot at all.
But yeah, I don't think I would work at. No offense to you or your people of ARC, but
I'm just saying though, if you work DCA with Adam, I think you'd have a blast.
it's mainly the wage that is the most
Oh, yeah,
unappealing
I
thing.
suppose.
Because
1150 isn't bad.
you get paid what 10?
1150.
No, that's not bad. I mean,
Yeah, and
maybe
that's everyone. That's not just because I've been there for a while.
maybe I would work there. I'd think about it. I mean, if it comes down to it, if I don't have a job by May or whatever, like middle of May, end of the school year, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, I can guarantee you a job, I would do it.
Okay. No, I mean, it is. I totally get if you were working for like 10.04 an hour, like how I was at the start from the get go. I get how that wouldn't be super appealing, but 11.50 an hour, you
That's
get
a lot better
discounts.
than than 10.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe we can do esports at ARC.
Oh yeah.
They would
Well,
love
and then
that, wouldn't they?
absolutely. Then you can see what it's like being my little minion.
I feel like it can't be that hard. It's just manual labor after all. So
Yeah. I try and get you in as a DCA because I know you would not have fun as a production associate nor a
what's wrong with that?
salesperson. Do you want a full close all day?
I don't oppose that.
Oh, okay.
As long here's my thing. I worked at a restaurant, so everything was
Yeah.
so fast paced. Which don't get me wrong, I don't dislike fast paced jobs. Just I
Mm-hmm.
kind of want to chill.
Oh, well then, folding clothes is where you want to be.
Well, I'm fine doing the DCA stuff. I think a lot of it, as long as I don't have to deal with Karen people, it's fine.
Well, I mean, not a whole lot. It's usually you just take their stuff, you go inside.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, I'd say the biggest issue is more of if you get a bunch of cars, it'll be you unload one and you have to turn around, take another, and then there'll be like 10 cars in a row.
Yeah, see, I'm used to that though.
Yeah,
Like that busy. I would like. Don't worry. I worked the Applebee's Friday shift alone. It was just
gotcha.
me. So I thrive in chaos.
Oh, honestly, me too. I feel like that's when I work my best at ARC, anyhow.
It's because like you feel like you have to. You can't take breaks at that point. You just have to do it.
Yeah, well, and then the other thing too is like even when it slows down, you're still riding on that energy, and so you still feel super productive once you're caught up.
Hmm.
Um, I like it. It was kind of like that today at work, and um, it was weird too because we were the most staffed we've been that I've ever seen. So there was a sense of we have to get a lot of stuff done, but I don't have a place to be, which was a
Oh
strange
yeah,
feeling, but it was a good feeling because then I
it's
ended up just going on the sales floor and got stuff done there. But it was nice seeing the production area self-sufficient and meeting goals.
yeah. I'll see. Like 1150 is definitely. I would work at Arc for 1150.
Hmm.
Just from what I knew about your Arc wages, 1040 or whatever you said. That's not great.
I will say this though about that: you get taxed a lot less, which is nice.
What do you mean?
Because you're in the lower wage bracket. And actually, I think anything I got taxed on my paycheck, I got back this year.
That's just because you don't earn enough money.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Well, it doesn't matter what your hourly rates are though. So like let's say
no,
you were working let's say you were working for 15 an hour, but you made under I don't actually know the certain income level that you need, but you made
it's
under a certain
probably
amount
like
of
10
money.
grand.
Yeah. And I I don't think unless you're working full time, you're probably not even gonna get close to that.
Well, I mean, I worked probably an average of what, 24, 32, 28 hours, we'll say. Probably 26 in a span of 7 months. And I made like 8 grand. So if I was working 15 an hour, I would have definitely
I forget
lost on
that you could
tax.
work all year or yeah, all year because
Hmm.
you were there.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I suppose
For
that's
me, I'm
different.
thinking about like for just summers, you wouldn't even come close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
The
definitely.
most you could make would be like
Unlucky.
3, 4. If you're working even full time.
Grand.
Yeah.
Um, at 15 or 1150. Good putt.
Either. I mean, it's hard to make in a 3 month period. It's hard to make. You know, you would have to be pulling in what a grand and a half a month.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's a tough ask. No matter even if you're at 10, that would be you know
Yeah.
practically
So
impossible. Also, this hole is a lot farther in this game than it is in real life.
actually, I don't know. I've only played the back nine
Yeah.
for reference of the audience. Um, if you work full time at 15 an hour, you make about 7,200 over the
In
span of
three
3 months.
months?
Yeah.
Huh.
Um, you make 5,500 at ARC if you do full time, which that's not bad at all.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone wants to work full time.
Yeah, well, yeah, as like a college student now.
Yeah. I was talking to my dad about it, and he's like, "Yeah, so you have 40 years to work. Don't don't feel pressured to work full time here."
Well, um, well, yeah, and honestly, I was thinking I'll probably work same hours I end up working May. So I might go up to 4 days a week, May and June. But after that, I'm probably just gonna cut down to either 2 days a week in July or 3 days a week and then stop halfway through.
If I worked at Arc, I would probably just do 3 days a week, just for the entire summer.
Yeah. Well, and part of that too is just because um trying to make time both for hanging
Family.
out with you guys, hanging out with family, and then hanging out with other groups of friends that are coming down from college.
Yeah.
Basically, just kind of prioritizing people over work this summer.
I mean, yeah, you did work all year, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that was a long tangent.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
That's true. We can
Um,
we can talk about our announcement. Well, kind of announcement. I guess you didn't know about this until just now, or well, just before this recording session started.
yeah, I say, this is all you, my friend.
Well, so you know about the hats, though.
Hmm.
So far, esports, we've released private merch, I'm going to call it, because the only actual released merch we have is Manic sweatshirts. But for the upcoming project, also known as the Esports Open, we're going to be releasing hats, but the hats are only available to the people playing in it. But me and Adam were thinking, brainstorming last night about random stuff, and we came up with another hat design that we thought was really cool, and it's a Fourth of July themed hat, and the plan is that we're gonna release the Fourth of July hat to anyone who wants it, pretty much,
Hmm.
and we would release it early July, maybe even late June.
I like that. And well, we'll probably just any videos we upload during that time. We can just have like a perma link in the description.
Hmm. It'll probably go to a spreadsheet or where you can place an order for, or like a Google form, I guess.
Yeah.
But
God, you
pretty
remember
much,
when?
we want to make sure that people will buy the hat before we buy them, or actually like purchase them
Yeah.
and put them in production. So it's kind of like a group buy, I guess you could call it. I don't know if you've heard or done those before. It's a big thing in like the gaming industry or the keyboard industry, I guess you could say, or anything that's limited. It's basically
Hmm.
they make you buy it before they actually put it in production.
No, yeah. Chris actually released a vinyl that I ordered,
Hmm.
but it was, you had to confirm the order before the order was put through because
Yeah,
they
you got
didn't
to
get enough
prepay.
buyers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if we did it like a normal store, we would take on too much risk, money wise.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Unless, everyone wants 4 hats.
Yeah, which I'll pass.
What do you mean you have a work hat, a school hat, a leisure hat, and a golf hat?
But Ricky, if you want to put up that hat on screen, I think it's probably our best design we've come up with so far.
It is pretty nice. My only concern is it
I
feels
know
like
you're
there's a
white
lot
hat.
on there. What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's a white hat.
No, I was gonna say is that it's a lot of design, so I wonder how much it'll cost and how well it'll print through.
Yeah. From what I was seeing, it should be fine.
Okay.
But if anything, we could get a sample of one or two hats before we actually buy it. You know,
Yeah. Well, I suppose too. We'll see how the tourney hats end up looking.
I could even buy one or two of those with when we buy the tourney hats as like a sample product.
When you do it, do you get like a bulk discount even though they're different designs or no?
Not 100% sure,
Okay.
but
Because I could see how
I know you do
either
get a
way,
bulk discount, but I don't know if it's goes
if it'll
between the
cross over.
hats
Yeah.
because it's different print. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So first public merch drop, you'll probably hear about that when it's closer to July. So probably look out for in June an official announcement. Talking about an official announcement, you've been slacking on the Instagram here.
Hey man, at this point they should know the schedule.
That is fair. That's a good segue to our other point, which is our upload
You
schedule.
mean upload schedule? Yeah.
Yay. So I
Um,
mean, the upload schedule so far is pretty simple considering we only upload one video a week.
wow, I gotta interrupt you. That was a nice ship you did.
Thank you. But I mean, the upload schedule currently is pretty simple. We try to get
Yeah.
this podcast out every
Every Sunday
Sunday.
or thereabouts.
Yeah, but
We've had a couple stragglers, but otherwise it's not too bad.
we have a lot of upcoming videos that we're thinking about doing. So I think we should go to a bi-weekly upload schedule.
Okay. And do you want to start this? You want to start this come May?
Yeah,
I
we could
think,
do
and
that.
then, but just so that way, by doing that, we can kind of start getting some backlog with content and that kind of stuff, and make sure we don't
Run
run out
out.
of stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Because I
And
mean,
then,
yeah, I think this podcast, while is the main thing recording right now, we kind of want to move away from only doing this.
oh yeah, well, yeah, as an esports organization to only have a podcast.
I think I think also we'll probably move to uploading 2 videos a week. Well, on weeks that we upload the podcast, I think we will. I think
So every week.
I think every week we'll record some gaming video, but then every other week we record the podcast or upload the podcast.
Oh, okay. So you want to switch it from every week to just okay.
So the podcast is on a every other week, and then the gaming videos, depending on how much we have too.
Yeah.
But
Um, if
assuming we start doing only the podcast once every other week, I feel like we'll have more time then to make other games
hmm hmm
or other videos.
can Gavin and I be in charge of mobile games?
If you really want. I don't know if I don't know if you what videos you're planning for mobile games, but okay.
Well, there's the classics, Brawl Stars, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans. But then, we gotta play a little bit of Subway Runner guy,
Subway Surfer?
Temple Run. That's the one. I was gonna say that, and I was like, but he's not surfing.
No, but that's what it's called.
Jetpack Joyride.
You're going with the oldies.
Well, yeah, we're gonna hit him right into nostalgia.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. We might do that for one of the shorts video.
We need a website.
You think so?
No, not really. I think we should also record some of the Uno sessions. I think that would be fun.
Oh, that would be an excellent idea.
We just don't tell anyone though,
It comes
because
free on your Xbox.
well, I was gonna say Gavin. He's the big old forced comedy guy.
We'll just set up hidden cameras.
Yeah, and record him.
I like
I
it.
think that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it will open up more possibilities, especially in August when there's no school and we're all up in the apartment.
Yeah.
I
I
feel like
think
that's when we can actually like start doing some pretty cool stuff.
we're gonna have to front load a lot of stuff with Gavin come June and July.
I mean, not really.
What do you mean? He's dying this summer.
Well, he's dying by the end of April, I thought. So we can just have
Well,
a memorial service for him and move on.
okay, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, there's hope,
He's basically a dead man walking already.
basically, but we can hold out for a hero, so to speak.
That's fair.
Do you think it's gonna happen?
No, it's no chance.
No.
No. All he does is play video games.
He's gotten close a couple times. Whoa. A couple times, hasn't he?
Wasn't that before winter break?
I thought he had a recent gal.
He might have. I haven't asked him about it in a while. We can ask him about it later.
Okay.
I guess that marks off our next topic that we are going to talk about already. Well, not
Um,
really. Different potential series. I mean, you said the mobile game thing for your shorts, which I think would be cool.
yeah. Well, just kind of shorts in general. I
Wait,
did.
wait, I got another good one.
What's that?
Um,
Another like pitch.
yeah, for shorts, like a Master Chef one in the apartment.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
I think that would be cool. Well,
Um.
it would be cool. It would also be funny. Get like Sean and Adam to do it.
Mm, mm.
Two people who know nothing about cooking.
Maybe what we do. I gotta get up to Crookston.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I gotta cook. I gotta get in Sean's kitchen. Call it Cookston.
Oh my god.
It's purely for the title. I gotta do it.
You can just have Sean take a picture of his kitchen and then Photoshop you in there.
Just the entire. Well, yeah. Well, we'll just put up a green screen background in our apartment, and then I'll have Ricky edit the picture.
Yeah, there we go.
I like that.
I thought that would be a cool one. And then I don't know what other ideas you have for your shorts, but I give you free reign on that.
Yeah, I think part of it too is just how I want to take them, whether or not I want them to be comedy driven or have a couple legitimate ones like the cooking one. It could either go like rats. It could go, we're legit gonna do a bake thing, see how it turns out, or I get, a Gordon Ramsay mask and and make
I mean,
Sean and Adam cook.
here's what you could do. You could do like we could do an actual video of like an actual Master Chef one, and then like a shorts that same day that is like a skit version of it.
Yeah, that's true. The possibilities are soon to become endless.
That's what I'm saying. When we're all there, I think it'll be cool.
The juices will be flowing.
The Juice World will be alive.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Juice World.
He died?
No, he's still alive.
What happened to him?
Cardiac combo.
Like
You won't get that joke.
Kipchumba Chumba?
You know, like Chumba Chumba.
Speaking of Kipchumba Chumba, I can't remember the other topics that I had written down.
I mean, it doesn't really have anything to do with Sean. Mainly, the next topic was your thoughts on the 2022 game releases,
Oh yeah,
which
everything
is
came out for now.
mainly Elden Ring for you. That you know, I assume you know the most about that game out of everyone that came out this year.
Out of everyone being you and me.
No, I guess. But out of all the games that have come out this year, I feel like that's the one you know the most
Oh,
about.
okay. I thought you meant out of everyone, as in like out of everyone we know.
No, because that would be Gavin, considering he's playing
Yeah,
the game probably right now.
yeah. Um, I've only heard good things about it, which
Yeah,
makes me really excited. And that I'm not usually a big I want to get this game kind of guy. It's a game I want to get, and Ricky and I have been playing through Dark Souls, the original one, remastered version, and because he's never actually fully played through, I've gone through twice. Um, and so it's been really fun watching him trying to do it. And then I started a new playthrough, and I just try and catch up to him.
you know what we could do? Is your Dark Souls game on disc or on hard drive for your PS4?
It's on disc.
Oh, okay. If you can bring that up to the apartment,
Yeah.
and I was thinking
Oh,
we could get an Elgato for the PS4, and you could play like a whole walkthrough Dark Souls.
I would love that. I mean, either way, I'm bringing it up. I'm gonna probably bring up the majority of the games. That's how we were gonna play Chicago.
Huh? You mean you mean Detroit?
No, Chicago was south.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do love my Chicago.
Isaac, you know
Can't
they
have
took Detroit.
can't have shit in Chicago.
No, that's where you can't have.
You can have shit in Chicago. You can't have
E-
shit in Detroit.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Um,
I think that would be get a game, get Gato game capture card and play games on the PS4.
mm-hmm. Do a Fortnite on the Switch gameplay.
I don't think I don't know if Elgato's has a Switch thing. It might not.
Um, whoa. Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I mean, then we can actually like record stuff sitting on the couch and
Mm-hmm.
like
Instead of isolating ourselves in the room, so that way we can all be on mics and game.
because I think we'll also do the podcast. Assuming we keep doing the podcast, that'll be actually in person.
Yeah,
But
I feel like the podcast will be the most consistent thing we do.
yeah, definitely. I think that'll be good. And then, but back to the actual topic, Elden Ring. From what I hear from Gavin, it's pretty good. From what the rage I hear, it's definitely a Souls game.
Mm, um, no, especially because like the open world aspect is kind of blowing my mind. Because one of my favorite parts, and why Dark Souls is one of my favorite games, is just the interconnectedness of it. Like, I think of any other game I've played, and you tend to have a linear path of how you're supposed to do things.
Yeah, like
But the
Pokemon.
way, yeah, but then the way that linear path circles back to the main hub, and then how it becomes kind of so intertwined, is one of my favorite things. And how tangible the map almost feels
I
as a
guess for
result.
you've never experienced a real open world game, considering you've played the games you've played have been on the PS4.
I played Breath of the Wild, kind of, so not
Yeah,
kind of. I have played Breath of the Wild, which is kind of open worldy.
yeah, but not like a true open world game.
What about Minecraft?
That's a true open world game, but it's not an open world story game.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's also part of the appeal. Is like the only other ones that I can think of are like Breakpoint, um,
Well, there's a lot of open world
GTA.
games that are like Far Cry is technically an open world. Well, it is an open world game. Just the game we played, Dying Light, is an open world game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I was gonna say is, for me, for whatever reason, those all kind of just blend together.
Well, yeah, basically majority of open world story driven games are very, very similar to each other.
Yeah. Um, which
Dark
I've seen Ricky
Souls, or
play.
sorry, Elden Ring is like it's a different style of game than all the other open world games.
Yeah, which is what I'm really excited because I do enjoy that style of game. Um, it's a lot like D&D, which is something I really enjoy. And I was Lucas, if you're listening for whatever reason, I always give him crap and say D&D that's basically like Dark Souls because that's just kind of the mechanics I first knew, and the parallels are very similar, and it's it's just a good time. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe you could play Elden Ring. Granted, I don't want you to hold out on Elden Ring for that long, but you could always do a playthrough of Elden Ring too.
Actually, I wouldn't mind doing it because if Adam's not planning to get it until the summer, anyway,
Yeah, but
that'd
I
be a
think he's
fun one
gonna
for both
play
of
it
us to
over
do.
the summer.
No, yeah, I'm saying, but like that'd be a good idea for him and
I
I to
mean,
play through.
we could always LAN it, and you could play it over the summer
Yeah,
and record it then,
hmm we can figure that out.
or you do it
Um,
on the trip.
in June,
Yeah, we should have the PS4 and the TV up here.
potentially.
You definitely wouldn't be able to finish it all, but
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and I think I'd rather just kind of do it because there's so much. I think we just kind of get lost in the sauce a lot.
yeah.
Speaking of open world games, though, Arceus.
Didn't hear
Um,
much about it. Well, I critiqued it. I've never played it, but I I was very disappointed in the not even the story base of it, but the technical aspects of it, which and like the graphical aspects of it.
well, I will say this. I tend to only play Pokemon for the story anyway, so I'm not too disappointed with It's a joke, by the way. I'm not too disappointed with the graphics either way either. Um, from what I could tell, it looked good by my standards, and I quite enjoyed the way the gameplay looked. It almost felt like Pokemon Go without having to walk around, in a sense.
In my mind, the gameplay aspects felt fine. My big critique was the Pokemon looked fine, buildings looked fine, the environment just looked pudding, or not pudding, but
Blah.
Play-Doh-y.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like they just reused terrain constantly. There wasn't many points of interest. Like I I get it's the first step of trying this new style, but I
hmm
don't know. It feels almost unrewarding to not have like I guess you could say gyms and cities that you can go to.
Yeah. Well, and I think this definitely plays to a new generation of Pokemon players as well.
Yeah,
Where, so like for me, gyms and that kind of stuff isn't super big, and that's just because
you didn't grow up playing.
exactly. And so this is for the new generation of what are these fun little critters that I can make battle. Ooh, and I get to run around. Perfect. Um, but I think it was really interesting how well the sales did, and I'm pretty sure that's why they released the trailer and a rough date for the Gen 9, which I'm also super excited about.
Yeah, I think it sold really well because again, it's the first time they've ever done this.
hmm
At least from trailers and stuff like that, the hype around it was a lot. I just don't think. I think it's a good game. I don't think it's as good as it could have been.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I know
Um,
some people were talking about, oh, not to mention names, but oh, it's Nintendo. They get a pass, and I'm like, no, you're one of the largest game companies in the world. You don't get a
yeah,
pass on that.
I was gonna say, if anything, Nintendo is. I feel like Nintendo is known for being really good with their audience and trying to make, goodness gracious, make higher quality games.
I just mean they they've
They have
made
a
games that
standard.
look really good,
Yeah. No, I
but
I
then
100% agree.
they came out with that game which felt unrefined in certain spots.
Hmm. And again, I I don't disagree. I think to me though, this was much more a way for them to test the waters while also, keeping a Pokemon game.
I
Because
do
I think this was just a step from Gen 8, which from what I didn't mind it at all. But again, that's because I came late to the party and it was so similar to um, Pixelmon that I really enjoyed it. But from
Did you play
hardcore Pokemon
Arceus?
fans, no. I'm talking Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, I never played Sword and
Um,
Shield.
I've not heard like Gen 5 or earlier Pokemon fan say they enjoyed the game because it felt too easy. And so I think Arceus was a way to kind of redeem that, but also set up the open world aspect for Gen 9 and just see how well they can bridge that gap.
I really like their concept of what they're doing with the open world design. Like
Yeah.
I find it really something that could be a huge success, something that could be really cool if
Oh,
implemented
absolutely.
right. But I just want to see where Nintendo takes it
Hmm.
because it feels like you want a little more substance than just running around and catching.
Yeah. And I again, I think it almost felt like it's a sandbox game without the sandbox features
Yeah,
in a way.
it wasn't a story driven Pokemon game at all.
Yeah.
It was a gameplay driven game, which is fine. But I feel like a lot of Pokemon fans want the gameplay and the story aspect of it.
Uh Kinda.
At least I would. I the gameplay is great and all, but
Well, what I was gonna say is like I feel like Pokemon isn't known for their story.
no, but it gives you something
You
to work
I,
for. Like
yeah, I was about to
beating
say
the
like a
Elite
sense of
Four.
linear.
Beating the Elite Four, you can't just walk up and beat them. You have to go through
Yeah.
the gameplay, but you want to beat the Elite Four because of the story.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a tool to get you to do the mindless gameplay.
Yeah. Where like I do enjoy the gameplay a lot, but I think like I super enjoy Pokemon Go because I enjoy just catching Pokemon and running around and that kind of stuff. And so that's why I was like, Arceus seems like it's a Pokemon Go without leaving the house.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot of fun. And
maybe
so
they'll
it
split it into two different games.
Arceus?
No, just the style. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
so you know how they have the camera Pokemon Snapshot, I think it's called. I don't remember.
Mm, mhm.
They could always um, come up with a game like that where you just run around and catch stuff while also
Yeah.
continuing to have a story based driven game.
And I that now that you mention it, that's probably what they're trying to do with this. Just because from what I can tell, Gen 9, it's supposed to have that open world aspect, but like you said, it's with the story. It's
Yeah,
given, the player a purpose.
yeah. Because right now, I really was excited for Legends of Arceus. I think you knew that.
Hmm.
Like, I was gonna buy it on Adam's Switch just to play it because I was very excited. And then it came out, and I was a little disappointed. And I don't think I would have played it very much because all it is just grind. That's it. There's no.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel rewarding at the end of your grind.
yeah, I hear you. And
But
yeah,
as a game as a whole, besides the whole graphics failure, um, I think they did a pretty good job on considering it's their first time ever trying something out like that with a Pokemon game.
hmm,
The like gameplay and everything was perfect, or not perfect, but it was good. It was just graphically the game got a little let down, but
yeah. Well, and honestly, I've not seen much of anything besides what I'll see in memes.
yeah,
And so I still plan on getting it at some point and playing through. And I know I'm gonna probably enjoy it a lot.
2022, the game of letdown, or the year of letdown so far. Well, besides Elden Ring,
What else was a letdown? Oh yeah.
Dying Light 2. This is the
Okay.
biggest letdown ever. Um, esports, the game.
What What do you mean?
Yeah,
There's no letdown.
that's fair.
The letdown doesn't come until 2024.
Why 2024?
That's the release date.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. We should make our own game. That'd be funny. We can make a visual novel.
I'm
Something
gonna
with
say,
Sean.
um, how about a simulator? Esports simulator.
Like a Sims game almost?
No, like a super seducer.
Oh, well, that's already in the works, though. So,
No, no, I'm talking like a full-fledged game, not just a bit.
okay.
I'm talking we record bits of Valorant and we have people make decisions.
Yeah, I don't think we'll go with that.
Except it wouldn't be Valorant. It would be some
It'd be
game Sean
seduction.
designs. What's Sean doing? Do you know? Is he in
School
computer
wise?
stuff? Yeah,
Uh,
I can't remember.
computer. It has to do with computer management or something like that.
Okay. Oh, um, speaking of computer management, happy Computer Recycling Day.
That actually a thing.
No, but it's our segue into the next little topic.
Oh,
What's
the
your favorite
favorite
day?
day.
Yeah.
My favorite day. Actually, while I was writing the topics, while I was writing this episode up, I was thinking about it, and I realized I don't really have a favorite day.
Are you talking just day of the year or day of the week?
I kind of like the fishing opener.
Is that just kind of yearly? It changes.
Yeah,
Okay.
or opening day for baseball is a fun one.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like majority of people would say like a holiday, like Christmas or something like that, or their
Mm,
birthday.
no, in my opinion, both are overrated.
Yeah, I feel like my answer is a little different. It's not the state fair. I don't like the state fair.
More like the state unfair. um, Mine probably has much more to do with the seasons.
The first day of spring is always nice.
I think mine might be the first true snowfall of the year. where you get big fluffy flakes that stick to the ground.
I would say that, but I live up in Fargo now, and I don't like that.
I'm gonna live in Fargo and I'll still like it.
Yeah, until you have to walk in it.
That's the best part, my friend.
It's the worst part.
You get halfway to class, you fall down, make a little snow angel, and you keep going on your
I'm
merry
telling
way.
you, with that wind, it's not fun.
Wear a windbreaker? Duh.
Over your winter jacket.
Yeah. Speaking of windbreakers, and other devices to stop the rain, guess what came into ARC the other day?
A
By other day, I
raincoat?
mean Thursday. No, an umbrella. But what's so special about an umbrella, you may be wondering? It was a two-person umbrella.
Wait, you should get that for your tandem bike.
Oh, I so totally should.
Is it
But
still
it,
there?
it hard to say. Dang. Now I'm a little sad. But it was literally you pop it up and two separate umbrellas popped out.
That's pretty cool.
It was. I saw it and I was like, what a romantic device. Going on a walk with a
Imagine just
loved one.
whipping out your double
Hey,
umbrella on a date.
honey, I was gonna run out and get some milk. You want to come with? Sure. Let me just grab the umbrella.
I think about it as a girl, I'd be scared. Why does this guy have a double umbrella?
You're married to this woman at this point.
I'd still
There's
be
no way you're
scared.
not. I've been holding it in my storage for 10 years, waiting for the
Waiting.
day. Yeah.
If it's raining at your wedding.
Instead of a ring, I gave her the umbrella.
Yeah.
Um, it's definitely either first snowfall or the first nice long rain without it being cold. Would be my favorite days.
Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like
It's either that or Tuesday.
it's fair. Any specific Tuesday or just Tuesday?
Tuesdays have just always been good to me.
I got it. I know what it is.
What's
The
that?
last day of school.
No.
You just feel free.
I always get sad.
See, I never had that emotional attachment to school.
Less school, just the feeling of dread that I'll have nothing to do for the next 3 months.
Yeah, but I would rather do that than have school.
I don't mind school.
I don't like
I'm a
school.
I'm a little work demon. I need something to do, otherwise I fall
Valor,
into the void.
it's a gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
No.
Come on.
That's good for like a couple weeks, and then it just becomes monotonous.
That's fair.
School, at least, I'm learning something different every day, and there's a bit of anticipation. I get to see people. I'm a big people person. When I'm out of school, I'm only seeing people like 2 or 3 times a week. That
I
leaves
don't
4 days to
dislike
myself.
college.
Oh,
College
college has
isn't
been
bad.
fun.
Yeah, because I can choose what I learn about.
Mm-hmm.
But high school was not fun.
That's fair.
Well, we didn't get through everything, but it's okay.
Oh, I think it was an
It was
excellent time though.
definitely good, solid episode.
Absolutely.
Ricky put the scoreboard up
I will say too, in reference to this score, I'll take a, what was it, 10 over?
in real life.
No, considering I was laying down in my bed while I played.
in real life.
Yeah, in real life. I was all
Good.
cozied up. I get the mic like a stuffed animal upon my bed. Anyhow, thanks for listening.
Let us know
As you
about the merch.
gonna
What
say,
your opinion on the merch is. Hopefully, Ricky, we could send Ricky a picture and he can pull it
yeah.
up on the screen again.
Um, and don't forget to like, subscribe, notification bell if you so choose, and my friends, have a wonderful day.
Happy Masters Week.
Indeed. Bye.
Adios.
Hasta luego.